Poverty and the plight of the poor is essentially a universal phenomenon. Alcoholism appears to be a quintessentially Bahamian thing. It's widely agreed that alcoholism in its manifest forms has reflected the single most important socio-health problem in Bahamian society over the years. The first treatment facility for victims of alcohol and their families, and I think it's the first in the English-speaking Caribbean, was established on the island of New Providence in Nassau in 1967. It's at a psychiatric hospital, the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center in New Providence. That center was set up to treat, as way back as the 50s and 60s, many Bahamians who suffered the disease of alcoholism. 9 years after the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center opened, I was privileged to be elected the first president of the Bahamas Council on Alcoholism. At that time, I served in sector ministry as a psychotherapist or psychotheologian at the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center, and I headed also a community outreach center for the Methodist Church, Methodist Community and Church Ministries. And this book was written to reflect the first 5 years of the work of the Bahamas Council on Alcoholism, which among other things started a halfway house for persons suffering from alcoholism after they had been released from Sandlands Rehabilitation Center. So this book, The Handbook on Alcoholism of the Bahamas, is a record of the Council's first 5 years, as I said, and it also encapsulates some 15 informative and varied collection of lectures, scientific presentations, articles, and other data addressing the topic of alcoholism, victims, causes, treatment, prevention, rehabilitation, and education. It's a useful resource for lay people, the average person on the street, wherever they are, be they Bahamian or in any part of the world, because alcoholism has a sameness about it, as does drug abuse. And particularly for middle and high school children, I think it's an excellent resource book. And so I continue to refer to it, even though it's many years after I wrote it, and I hope you will too.